Before I ask Ms. Gupta about environment, slush funds, and big tech, I hope we can get through those three. I want to make a little statement about civil rights that I don't expect you to address in any way. But I look at a lot of things about the color of people's skin from the standpoint of a Korean daughter-in-law of 45 years and a granddaughter-in-law of about 3 years from Ethiopia. I have learned a lot from them, not because of their color, but because of what they bring to America in the way of a work ethic and what they bring to America in the way of family values. Another statement I'd like to make is taking off from what I said about the Declaration of Independence in my opening remarks. It's self-evident that all people are created equal. I also like to follow what Dr. Martin Luther King famously said, quote, he dreams about his children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. And I'm a little put out that I don't hear that very often anymore, but on the other hand, I don't hear it repudiated by anybody. So going to my first question, you received a letter of support from environmental groups, Defenders of Wildlife, Natural Resource Defense Council, Sierra Club, and many others. And across administrations, these groups are frequently adverse to the Environment Division, which you would oversee. Specifically, your environmentalist supporters complain that President Trump's Justice Department, quote, actively applied a restrictive view of the standing document. They seem to be confident that you will not do that. So why do environmental activists think that you will support a less restrictive standing document?
Senator, I saw that letter and I appreciate that support. I want to be clear that I am beholden, if confirmed, to no single organization and to no prejudgments about this. My sole guide, if confirmed as Associate Attorney General, has to be the federal laws that this body has enacted and the Constitution. And as a nominee, I'm not privy to all of the documents and changes and things like that, but you have my word that I will go into this position, if confirmed, without prejudgments and beholden to no particular group or preset agenda.
Do political appointees have the power to confer or deny standing under the Constitution?
No.
Okay. Will you instruct the Environment Division to faithfully employ standing doctrines in litigation, including Lujan versus Defenders of Wildlife?
Yes.
One natural resource project where the Justice Department is opposed, one natural resource project where the Justice Department is opposed to environmentalists is a Resolution copper mine in Arizona. My longtime colleague, Senator McCain, championed legislation in 2015 allowing this mine to exist. It's expected to support 3,700 jobs for Arizonans, including many Native Americans, and added an estimated $60 billion to the economy. The Biden administration has already started to roll back the mining's opening, but other aspects of it are still being litigated. Would you honor Senator McCain's legacy and defend the opening of the Resolution copper mine in court? And more generally, will you defend other existing natural resource projects that are being challenged by environmentalists?
Senator, I appreciate you laying this out. If I was confirmed, I would want to get fully briefed and assessed on these matters. I don't know the details of it, but I understand the concerns that you're presenting, and it would be, I would look forward to circling back with your office to hear more about those concerns. I'd want to understand exactly what the status is of this matter in the Justice Department. Again, because I don't want to prejudge or go in with prejudgments about what any group may be expecting of me, I certainly would want to understand the facts and the law in this particular matter.
As I told Judge Garland, I'm very opposed to third-party slush fund settlements. When the government settles an enforcement action, the settlement money needs to go directly to victims or to the U.S. Treasury, where Congress can decide how to spend it. Justice Department lawyers authorizing settlements to nonprofits and other third parties are illegally appropriating funds. The Associate General Counsel authorizes such settlements. When we talked over the phone, you told me that the government isn't here to help special interest groups. At the same time, in the past, you have praised settlements with where third parties benefit, like 2012 Wells Fargo settlement. I hope you can assure me as Associate Attorney General you will not authorize any settlements that direct funds to parties other than direct victims or the U.S. Treasury.
Senator, and I appreciate that you had raised that on the call that we had, and thank you again for making time to meet with me. I understand there are actually regulations in place that strictly limit the circumstances now in which the Justice Department can give proceeds of a settlement to third parties. And if I'm confirmed as Associate Attorney General and settlements require my approval, I will comply with that regulation.
Okay. Probably this will be my last question. A group called Defending Democracy Together has taken over $1 million in ads out supporting your confirmation. According to public reports, Defending Democracy Together, while generally dark money operations, receives significant support from founders of eBay, Silicon Valley Community Foundation, and the tech-connected dark money umbrella Arabella. In other words, big tech is spending big money to get you confirmed as their regulator. Why do you, 3 questions. Why do you think big tech wants you to be in charge of antitrust division? Were any technology company executives or foundation donors to your leadership conference? And will you agree to recuse from enforcement action against technology companies?
Senator, I will just say, based on my prior engagements with tech companies, I would highly doubt that they would be excited necessarily about my confirmation. My role as a civil rights lawyer has been to push the tech companies very hard on any number of issues. I did not have any role to play in this ad situation, and if I am confirmed as Associate Attorney General, I will bring the full force of our country's antitrust laws to bear to protect competition, which is so core to our economy, and to protecting consumers. And your second question, sorry, Senator.
Were any technology companies, executives, et cetera, donors to your leadership conference?
I do believe that there were a couple of tech companies that have given in the past to the leadership conference. I can get you the list. I don't remember offhand, but I want to be very certain and would be happy to answer in written questions.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator.